Hi, everyone. Welcome to Cozy Corner Chronicles. I'm Julia,
And I'm Liz.
and we are basically going to be doing another Judge a Book by its cover segment for the second book that we're choosing to read for Black History Month. Woo woo.
Whoop. So we decided that we were going to read Disappearing Acts by Terry McMillan. We mentioned that we were going to read this in the last podcast, but I know that one is a little bit lengthy. So if you didn't get to the end, you didn't hear what book we were going to read. So let's go ahead and judge the book by its cover. What do you think, Julia, looking at the cover?
Well, seems like a love story just by looking at it, but the title,
Yes.
the title, I don't know. It's giving trauma. I don't know.
It's giving leaving. It's giving
Yeah,
you don't know you don't know what you want.
it's giving disappearing. But I mean, it seems like it's supposed to be a love story, but I don't know. Honestly, you can't you can't ever be too prepared for heartbreak in books that seem like they're going to be happy, except for
This
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's very true. So let's go ahead and read what the description says.
Yes.
Um, it says, from number one New York Times bestselling author Terry McMillan comes to an honest look at modern romance, from love at first sight to painful reality to working toward a happy ending. Franklin Swift was sometimes employed construction worker and a not quite divorced dad of two. Zora Banks was a teacher, singer, and songwriter. They meet in a Brooklyn brownstone, and there could be no walking away. In this funny, gritty love story, Franklin and Zora join the ranks of fiction's most compelling couples as they move from Scrabble to sex, from layoffs to the limits of faith and trust. Disappearing Acts is about the mystery of desire and the burdens of the past. It's about respect, what it can and can't survive, and it's about the safe and secret places that only love can find.
So obviously this is a complete 180 from what we read last week.
My
Um
gosh,
s-
yes.
I'm like Scrabble to sex, interesting. Don't know how that happens, but
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like extremely spicy or if it's just going to be like mildly spicy.
I know because we have hockey romances coming up and I'm sure those are extremely spicy. So don't know if we can keep reading these spicy books.
Yeah, it's extremely spicy.
But
So I'm I'm kind of curious because I've never read a Terry McMillan book, so I'm kind of excited about that. Um, I'm curious to see what it means in terms of like how relationships can survive the burdens of the past. Like what does that mean? What does that mean for the characters? Obviously we have two very important characters, Franklin and Zora. What are they going to be like? How do they mesh? All that. So I'm excited.
burdens of the past screams trauma.
Extreme trauma.
Emotionally unavailable men.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about Terry?
Yes. So Terry McMillan is the award-winning, critically acclaimed, and number one New York Times best-selling author. That is a lot of really great praising words there. She's wrote a
Yes.
ton of books. Honestly, same as you. I've never read any Terry McMillan book, but she's written Waiting to Exhale, Getting to Happy, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, A Day Late and a Dollar Short, The Interruption to Everything, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
But she is an African American fiction author who lives in California. So I I think like from reviews and stuff that I read from her other books, it seems like she writes a lot about like I guess self discovery and I think love stories. I don't know if that's
Mm-hmm.
correct or not though.
I see that too. I'm trying to find a little bit more about her, but that's also all I see. Oh, this book was also a movie, I think is what you told me.
Yes, it said that it was a movie because I saw a review that said this book was better than the movie, but I think most books are better than the movie.
Let me look it up. Let me see what the cover of the movie is like.
It's probably like scandalous
Oh, Disappearing Acts, Terry McMillan movie.
because I think this book was what written in '08, but then the story takes place in the '80s. So I saw a review that says, of course, being in the '80s, it's different. Ooh,
It's
what is it?
Olivia Pope.
Oh, really?
She's Zora. That's what it looks like.
Huh? When was the movie made?
2000s.
Okay, so that's on
Oh,
par
okay.
with.
I'm totally lying to you. I'm
Oh,
so sorry. It's Santa Lathan.
oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Well, there's a movie and it came out in the 2000s. So if you're interested in watching that,
yeah.
um,
Instead of reading
you
it, I
can
guess
watch that. Yeah.
maybe we should one
Um,
day watch it and then see what's different between the book and the movie.
oh yeah, and compare the two. Because I would
Mhm.
also wonder how they changed it to a movie. Because I wonder how long the book is.
Yeah, you're right because I'm thinking like series, like Percy Jackson series get made into a movie, but
Mm-hmm.
like stuff that's a short romance. But then again, they are making that Colleen Hoover book into a movie. So,
What Colleen Hoover? Which one?
um that one really popular one that everyone was
I
talking about
feel
on
that.
TikTok. I think it's like a blue
Oh.
cover. I can't remember what the title is, but it's a blue cover, I think.
Hmm.
Well, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Do you want to tell them what Amazon ratings for this book were?
Yes, out of 434 ratings, it was a 4.5 star, so pretty highly rated. Just reading the first review that I
Amazon? Yeah.
see, yeah, it says such good quality, but most importantly, the book is very addictive. It is well written and makes you want to keep reading. Since it was written in the 80s, some norms are very different from today, but honestly, loving the book. P.S. Be prepared for some toxic behavior.
Like we said, trauma.
Literally.
But
So
yeah, no, you go first. It's
super
okay.
excited. Yeah. So super excited to read this one. Again, complete 180 from the Heaven and Earth grocery store. But I think it'll be a nice switch up because that one was really heavy. This one should be really light, funny, gritty. So
Yes, we can only hope that it's not as heavy. But yeah, I'm excited to read it. I think I'm a big romance reader, I feel like. So hopefully it's like wholesome. I don't I'm like, I need a wholesome story. We don't want some depressing stuff. So
I know. Alrighty, well, that should wrap up our Judge a Book by its cover. If you want to follow along, we will be finishing this book by the end of the week, and we hope to hear what you guys have to think about it as well. And we are super excited to read the book.
woo woo. Alrighty, we will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Nice. If it's